The way that they move.
What is up, YouTube? It is the Artisan MC. The BUILDING. How to build it in the car. What's going on, you guys? So, let's have a talk. Let's talk about some shit. There's a lot of stuff going on in geekdom today or tomorrow. And I don't know. I felt like I wanted to speak on it because everybody else is sitting here talking about Doctor fucking Strange. And like, dude, I want to see the movie. Thank you very much. What up, Aquateki? There's always Revenge of the Fifth. Yes. There is always Revenge of the Fifth. I was sitting here thinking about it today because my coworker, he's young and kind of geeky. And he showed me his new lightsaber he bought, right? And it's a cool looking lightsaber. It's not an Ultra Saber. It's from some other company. But it's pretty cool. And as soon as you turn it on, it starts playing the music and shit like that, right? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I was thinking of something just to, amp it up for tomorrow. He said he had got it for May the 4th. It made me remember, being the geek that I am, that, May the 4th is tomorrow. May the 4th be with you is tomorrow. Like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm thinking about work shit, and he's thinking about, May the 4th. Whatever. So I was thinking about it, so I should do something weird and unexpected for May the 4th. Meaning, I don't know, like wear my Sith robe to work and sit down to the Wednesday meeting with my Sith hood on, steepling my fingers like, yes. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun because you guys may remember this or not. Every Wednesday we have a staff meeting. Every Wednesday is a Zoom meeting because that's what corporations do now. We do Zoom meetings. So it'll be other people on the call as well. So it's not corporate wide. It's just for our facility. So it would be funny if, yes, Aquateki, if, fucking Darth Scorpius just showed up in that bitch on camera for the meeting. Because everybody else would be looking like, the hell is going on? I can give them the whole speech and just laugh every time somebody says something. Do my city's laugh. It'd be entertaining because I told you guys, I like having fun. Look, I can spend a lot of time being really serious and stressing about a lot of shit. Fun is where you find it. And that would be fun to me. It would be fun. It'd be fun to see everybody cracking up and breaking them out of their mental doxy of what the hell is going on here? Why is this still wearing a hood? I mean, it'd be better if it would be better than if it was in the reverse. What the fuck? It's like I'm the only black dude. You understand what I'm saying? It'd be better if I was wearing a hood than if it was in reverse. Just saying. So I thought that'd be fun. That'd be something fun to do for me because it would be entertaining. It'd be entertaining to me. Now, I can guarantee at least 2 other people, possibly 3, would be entertained by that shit. Me and my facility manager and 2 of my coworkers, because they're geeks too. Like one of them is a fucking anime geek, like ridiculously, and the other one is the one with the lightsaber. That'd be fun. They'd laugh. I could see them. I could watch them on the Zoom call laughing at that shit, just giggling. So I think I'm gonna do that. Just break up the monotony. And I told you guys, one of the things I like doing is making people's brain think and breaking them out of, common patterns of shit. And That's one of those ways of doing it. You give them something that's unexpected. It breaks them out of that mental regimented thinking and sparks some actual engagement with their actual personality. And it could just be fun for me. It could be a way of passing the morning. I got a busy morning tomorrow too, so it would actually be a bit fun for me. It would be. I think I'm gonna do that shit. I think I'm gonna do it. Only you guys know about it, so don't say anything to anybody else. Beyond that, I was listening to Bill Burr podcast, and I found out a couple of days ago that Bill Burr had a podcast. I was like, oh shit, I gotta listen to Bill Burr. Gotta listen to Bill Burr podcast. And he got into talking about geek movies and stuff, right? And just getting into talking about, movies and comic book stuff. I was like, oh, what the hell? It's been a boring ass day. And I don't want everybody spoiling fucking Doctor Strange for me. Throwing up Rotten Tomatoes scores and this, that happened. And I don't want that. I'll go see the movie. But then I thought about it. This is actually a really good month in geek right now. It's like an awesome month in geek at the moment. Like, you realize you have tonight at midnight, you got the season finale, series finale of Moon Knight, episode 6. And I am highly interested in this. I'm actually kind of excited for this. When I was sitting there, doing my introspective, feelings check, doing the tabulations on the old emotional abacus. Episode. I don't know what happened. Understand legitimately why he's feeling some kind of way, right? So it is mildly entertaining to me, the fact that he's, wife's mad and she's a black woman, like, oh, you getting that shit. You getting it. You getting it. I know you getting it. But it's what you pick, motherfucker. So, you pick that bull, you gotta ride it. Strap your shit. So it's a little funny to me. It's a little funny to me to hear the angst in his voice. But beyond that, I'm thinking about all the rest of the stuff with the geek shows and stuff like that. Like Moon Knight, all right. Yeah, we're back. You guys might have missed the whole joke. The joke of the whole thing is, if you missed it, I'll go check it because I see that you guys were losing me for a half a second. Is one of the reasons I was laughing is because that outside of being Caucasian from Boston, a ginger, Bill Burr is married to a black woman. And so hearing him talk about, his wife being mad at him, I understand, like, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that could be tough. You got a black woman mad at you? You stay in the same house together? Ouch. But like I said, you picked that bull, you got to ride it, motherfucker. You picked it. Ride it out. Watch the horns. Okay? Oh, it's Borging pretty bad. That's what you were saying. Okay. Yeah. That was that dead spot. It caught me later than it usually does. So I thought that was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. But thinking about all the geek stuff, I am excited for Moon Knight episode tonight. I don't know how close to midnight I'm going to stay up to watch the damn thing, but I am pretty excited for it. Really don't know what I'm going to get in this episode outside of the fact that I already know, because it was spoiled, that obviously Moon Knight comes back and has a fight on the side of a fucking pyramid against Arthur Harrow. Some superhero beatdown shit, right? Like, okay. Kind of expected, but all right. But that's not what I'm excited about. The excitement is for how this shit wraps up, how the story of Mark Spector wraps up in this show. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm really excited to see, how they pulled this shit off. Is. That's where my excitement comes from. It's not seeing Moon Knight fight. Moon Knight can fight. I know that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we know this. It's not that big of a deal. But the story of this character is what has me more enthralled and wanting to watch the show and see how they finished it out. Because some of it I've been impressed. I really liked. And I really like seeing other people learn more about this character and get into this character and actually liking the shit too. Which is awesome. That's what a good geek show or movie can do for you. It's like giving a decent review on some shit. It can spark somebody else's interest in that character. And they can go back and find it and end up loving it. It's no different than G did with me talking about Drizzt Do'Urden. And I'm back and was like, damn, I feel like such an asshole. I'm serious. I feel like such a dickhead that I didn't know about this earlier. And I play D&D. It's one of those things. You find it when you find it. And it's grateful that you did find it. So I'm thinking about that show and how they're going to wrap it up and the predictions or some of the speculations that I made on third personality and some of the other stuff. I'm really curious, like, how is this going to play out? What things do I think are going to actually happen? I'm curious. I really want to know. I'm very curious and wanting to know. And damn, like, share, subscribe. Support the stream for so fun. I guess YouTube put me back on the blacklist, and I am not getting any alerts from people. I know Doughboy just went live after I did, so got to show up for a birthday party. But I'll catch him in a minute. Aquateki said, I want to know what's in the third sarcophagus. I can't show. Yeah, exactly, Aquateki. Look, I got to know what's in there, man. You got to crack that open. Like, before the show closes out, if that sarcophagus is not open, I need to see somebody with a crowbar going in there and cracking that bitch open. I got to know. You and me both. I got to know what's in there. Is it Conchu? Is it Jake Lockley? Is it Mr. Carruthers? I got to know what's in that third sarcophagus, dude. I really need to know. I'm really thinking, like I told you guys on Sunday, look, Stephen Grant, for all story-wise, Stephen Grant is dead. Story-wise, Mark Spector is dead. But thanks to spoilers, I already know Moon Knight is out having a fight with Arthur Harrow, right? Okay, so that means somebody's in this goddamn body. And by my count, we one personality short. So explain it to me. Now, for me, it's either going to be the third persona, Khonshu, or fucking Layla. That's it. Those are three options. Now, if it's a fourth option, I would be really impressed to find out the fourth option. which would just mean it went back to Mark, right? But Mark is in the field of reeds, and Steven is stone shit in the sands of Duat. So, yeah, explain it to me. Explain it to me, please. Not that I'm an idiot, just because you're the one telling this damn story, and I'm really curious to know how you settle this up, especially with Khonshu, being stone himself in statue, guarded by God's avatars. I don't see Lila rolling in there and taking this shit. I don't see that. I mean, given the powers that she's exhibited so far, she could, kicking a mummy's ass, she could roll in there and take some shit from some gods that they not give her no static. But I'm not so sure about that. What's up, Arya? May the fourth be with you, and also with you. Arya had a good time watching me and Mr. Grace last night. I was getting spanked. Mr. Z was blowing my fucking doors, dude. That was almost embarrassing. But he said a couple of those I should have won. I'm like, yeah, maybe you raced 7 times, so out of the 7 times, maybe 3 of them I actually should have won. I just fucked up. Don't matter. You still won. I fucked up on what I was doing, then I fucked up on what I was doing. You won. It's just what it is. I don't have to like it. I have to accept that shit. Do better. That's it. What up, Beastly? What up, Swift? So, I'm really curious on how the show is going to finish up. And on top of that, how the show finishes up. I'm not expecting any fucking lead-ins or tie-ins to Doctor Strange or anything like that. But I'm looking forward to seeing Doctor Strange this week, too. Because I know this episode comes out today, or tonight, Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to see Doctor Strange. Man, I'm going to see it. I haven't figured out where yet, but I'm going to see it Thursday night. So it's going to be some late nights for me this week. And going in to see Doctor Strange, like, I'm going to have to try to blank my mind of everything that has gotten thrown in front of my eyes with spoilers and shit, so I can go in, sit down and watch the movie and act impressed and amazed when I see things that I've already seen. Which is upsetting to me because I didn't want to have to do that shit. Right? Because I can tell you this, when I sit down and watch the movie, I'm not thinking about the goddamn Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes at all. I don't. Never have. I don't even know what the importance of it is. Outside of other fucking ne'er-do-wells using it. Excuse me. Repeating what Rotten Tomatoes score was like it's gospel or some shit. Like people quoting Wikipedia as a factual source. Diarrhea said, I want this episode to tie in with Doctor Strange. Probably not, but I would want that. That would be interesting, Arya, if it did tie into Doctor Strange. That'd be interesting. All this God talk, it makes more sense for it to tie in to damn Thor Love and Thunder. Like you see fucking Thor the God Butcher show up in the last couple minutes. Excuse me. And kill one of these dumbass avatars. That'd make more sense to me. Tied into Doctor Strange, look. Doctor Strange don't need another tie-in. There's so much stuff tied to this movie. I don't know where Doctor Strange started in the multiverse begins. I think he's a side dish in his own movie. I really do. I think Doctor Strange is getting the damn Book of Boba Fett treatment right now. And he's just going to be in there to just move the scene along. Because they got to show you because your name is on it. Other than that, it's all about the multiverse, baby. Doctor Strange is an afterthought. Excuse me. That's bothersome. But from all the advertisement, that's all the fuck I'm seeing. So, whatever. Watched the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet, Aquatech. I'm going to go see it Thursday. Going to go see it Thursday. I am not a comic book or movie insider to where I get early screenings. My channel is not big enough for that yet. If I get to a bigger level, they'll probably invite me to places like that. That means people like you and Ari in here actually respect the opinion that I give out and the information I do, and move the channel up to where people who actually own these comic book companies and stuff like that, it's like, hey, there's a YouTuber who actually owns a comic book store and talks about this shit. We should actually reach out to him and talk to him a little bit. He seems well in the know about this stuff. Yeah, possible. Not because I'm on Twitter. So, if that ever happened, then I'll get later movies. Right now, no. I'm seeing it just like the rest of y'all. Regular dude. In this piece. They ain't making no money off me. So, I will be seeing it Thursday unless I try to talk to friends at the Cerrito and see if they give me a midnight showing. If I can get there with their midnight showing. I haven't done that in a while since because of the pandemic, and I live further away now, so I'm not doing it. If they have an offer, maybe I'll check with them today. If they have an offer, I'll go watch the show early. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I'll give you my feel on it, obviously. Trust me, if it was shit, I would go the fuck off. Rightly so. But I will leave it to you making up your own mind. If I get my first check this Friday and I'm off, so I'm going to see Strange. Checking it out. Local comic shop for free comic book day. Yes, congratulations, basically nerd getting back on the paid side of the game. Good for you, homeboy. First check at a new job. It's almost like free money at that point. Oh, thank God. What's up? Getting so thin. The hair was so thin in this pocket. Some commerce. Definitely go to your local comic shop and support them for free comic book day. Beyond Doctor Strange. Oh, no problem, Beast. Appreciate you sharing that with me. That is a big deal, trust me. I'm on my job that I have now. I have two things I need to do. I need to do this next training class. My regional manager shows up, I guess, next week. So I can lock in that next raise. And then I'll be close to a year at this new job. So that's goal setting work-wise is what I have on my plate for work. Look forward to it. That's a good thing. I hate that I have had to start over so many times in life. Tough when you ain't stupid. But it is what the fuck it is. Do what I gotta do. But one of the other things I'm looking forward to this week, free comic book day. This Friday, or excuse me, not Friday, this Saturday. First Saturday in May, free comic book day. And I'm actually getting pumped for that. But here's the thing with me. I'm not the kind of person that gets overly excited up front when something's coming. Because I'm more of a pessimistic person. So I'm getting more excited after it actually happens. You know, in the moment when it's happening, I'm really excited. A couple of days beforehand, are you juiced up and smiling and cheesing? No, I'm not. Because in my experience, people smiling and cheesing before something happens means that motherfuckers look for a way to screw it up for you. What up, to Triv? All right. So developmentally, that's not what I do. It's just not how I react to things. I'll react like perfect example, since I'm passing this way and I'm thinking about her in the back of my mind. Had an ex, we went on a cruise. She took me on my first cruise, right? Went to Alaska, right? We're supposed to go to around the Gulf of Mexico or some shit and get to see some pyramids in Mexico, but thanks to a fucking hurricane, that was not happening. So the alternate trip ended up being, we still took a cruise, but we went north on the Pacific and not south on the Gulf, Gulf of Mexico. So we ended up cruising up to Alaska, which is still cool. I was not excited all the way up to that. She's getting pumped up and everything and looking at me to be just as animated as her, and I'm like this. It wasn't exciting. I wasn't excited. Yeah. But by the time we landed in Seattle, we pulled up to that ship, gave them, oh, you can get on the ship. I got onto the ship, and I'm looking over the side how big of a ship it is and how far down the water is and the amenities and shit like that. And we start steaming out of the port. I was excited. Then I was pumped. Then I was excited. Then I was pumped. I just let it go. Then I let it rip. Why? Because you couldn't take it away from me at that point. Couldn't. This ship is not turning back around. Now it could sink. And that's just what the fuck it is. But at that point, nobody could ruin it. It was done. It was underway. That's usually how I am. I enjoyed the hell out of that cruise. That was one of the best cruises I've ever took, which is the first cruise I ever took. I even got seasick on that cruise. Didn't matter. I still want to do another one, longer. I want 2 weeks. I want 14 days the next time. Fuck that week shit. No, I need to travel like I travel when I fly. I need 2 weeks wherever we go. And I realize I don't have a problem being on the ocean on a big ship. I really don't. Love that shit. And for me, a cruise is probably the best way to travel because I pay everything up front, everything else is covered. I don't have to go back in my pocket for shit. And if I'm hungry in the middle of the night, service. And if I want to take a walk and go have some coffee in the middle of the night, I can do that and just listen to the waves and water, which I love anyway. Awesome. Look forward to doing it again. So, with Free Comic Book Day, how this plays, I'm excited, but it's not bubbling over or anything like that right now. I'm still in the mode of making sure everything happens the way it needs to and nothing gets fucked up. So, risk assessment, threat detection, that's where I'm at. But I am excited that it's coming because it's the first in a while, but it will be the first for me in a given situation. That's something to be excited for. But I'll be excited after it happens. So like right now, on the way to the shop, check out these new books. Hopefully Diamond sent me all my Marvel stuff. And I can throw that on the shelf and sell that tomorrow. And get the rest of this DC stuff out for tomorrow. So and then start running the Free Comic Book Day soon. hopefully get into black a little bit. For real. It'd be a really good day if things go the way they're supposed to. We've got some people coming through, doing some things in the store for folks. So I didn't get the hella bomb tacos. I'm kind of pissed off about that, but look, man, you got to get to them early. I'm still excited. So this free comic book day, I'm really looking to let people know that the store is still here. Getting some new faces and new places. What I've already said, watch Doctor Strange for some change. Aria's gonna watch Doctor Strange for some change, huh? As long as you don't have to do nothing too strange. You don't have to give up much change to watch something strange. So between Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, it's a big week for geek stuff. Yes, it's a big week for geek stuff. Got two separate things to review: a show finale and a Doctor Strange 2. That's a lot. That is a lot. Outside of all the continued cancellations on Netflix, shit like that. Other than that, it's good. But I'm curious a little bit. What are you guys excited about? Oh yeah, Aquatech. I got a busy week like none other. Like none other. You just don't know. That's why I can sit here on the stream and talk to you guys, tell you where I'm going, which is the next thing after this, but still thinking of 3 other things I need to do. And planning for those 3 other things outside of the one thing I told you, which is I need to study so I can take this test with my regional manager when he shows up. Awesome, right? A lot of shit to do, little time in the day. Got more tasks than time. So this is me multitasking. So my question is, what are you guys looking forward to? What is getting your geek pickle tickled? You know, what's making you excited about this week? If you're excited about it at all. I mean, because I don't know what else is going on in the rest of y'all life. You might got some other shit going on. Aria said, I'm so hyped for Doctor Strange, I cannot wait. I got a countdown. Really? See, this is why I like talking to female geeks. I get curious about things. What are you the most excited about, Aria, for Doctor Strange? What has you the most excited? What has Aria's pickle tickled for Doctor Strange? What tickles Aria's pickle? Strangely. Beastly Nerd said you have any theories for Strange movie? Beastly, I have a couple. I think Doctor Strange dies in this one. I really do. I don't know why, but I had that feeling because they're not telling me anything about what's going on with Doctor Strange. I'm expecting him to die in this movie. There's no information out there about what's happening after this movie for Doctor Strange or Benedict Cumberbatch, which leads me to believe this motherfucker either dies or he stays turned into that fucking zombie thing, which could both be cool, I guess, but I don't know. I'd be curious. I'd be really curious. So that's one theory. Other theory is Patrick Stewart is in this motherfucker. And the Illuminati is there. And Black Bolt from that shitty TV show is sitting up there too. And possibly Namor from the Black Panther 2 movie is sitting up there on that Illuminati too. Oh, fuck not. Do I expect to see Tom Cruise in this motherfucker? No, I don't. Yeah, that'd be a cool Easter egg, but why the fuck do I want to see Tom Cruise in the MCU? Because he did so good in the Universal's dark fucking verse they were trying to make in the Mummy movie. No, let Tom Cruise be Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise shit in Tom Cruise movies. Top Gun, Mission Impossible. That's all you need to give me, Tom. I'm good. That's it. But that's a couple of theories. They already killed him in the comic books. So it makes sense because Kevin Feige is master of all he surveys in Marvel, and he's the king of continuity in Marvel. If they killed him in the comic, that motherfucker probably gonna die in the movie. Just saying. I already told y'all a while ago that the tail started wagging the dog a long time ago. Where the comic books only copied what was happening in the movies. So I wouldn't put it past them. We'll just have to wait and see. I wouldn't say it's something I want, but strangely, I'm not worried about it. Pun intended. What else we got? Looking forward to the Obi-Wan. Yeah, that's the other one. Thank you, Aquateki, for reminding me. Obi-Wan Kenobi is like next week. That's the other one. Dude, I'm getting my fucking geek on. I'm excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because I want to see what it do. Let's get it. Yeah, end of the month, not next week. End of the month. Yeah. I'm pumped for that. They don't need a spoiler for that. I don't even need another trailer. I'm watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm watching Ewan McGregor. He can do some train spotting on Tatooine shit for a while. And I just want to see how it shake out. I look forward to seeing Hayden Christensen again, suited up as Anakin and Darth Vader. And I want to see what the story is. I'm interested because it's nothing that exists. So it'll be fresh. And I'm all for the fresh. It's not as far ahead in the future as I would have liked it, but look, I'm good for a new story. I'm good for some new content on this part. And I'm reserving judgment on anything that could happen in it. I don't have any predictions that it'll be bad or it'll be anything like that. Solid on the Mandalorian, so let's see what she do. She do something goofy. Bitch did something. Everybody got a chance to disappoint you. You just have to, give them that opportunity to prove it one way or the other. Beastly said he's excited for the Strange movie. Okay, Beastly, you know what the next question is? What are you excited about in the Doctor Strange? Any theories, Beastly? What up, Miss Twist? May the early 4th be with you. I put this as the title for today because tomorrow I'm gonna be busy as hell, and I'm not doing a stream tomorrow. There's no way I'm doing a stream tomorrow, unless it's in the morning, giving you a reaction to Moon Knight. I'm not doing a stream tomorrow at all. I will be too busy. My schedule, my dance card is filled for tomorrow. Let's get it out of the way now. Two Triv said, I'm excited for the Shima-Gorath and Boron one in between. The ones in between, yeah. I'm interested to see how many more multiverse and guys they throw in here with Doctor Strange. I'm almost a little bit curious to see how many fucking Easter eggs they throw in this bitch. Is it going to be the whole Easter basket or what? Because they're going to have to do something to pay off all these motherfuckers, you know, analyzing a trailer like the damn Zapruder film. Like, they got to pay them off in some kind of, let them get their nut off or they're going to explode. They're going to have blue geek balls like a motherfucker. You're going to have to show them a lot of something. It better be everything and a partridge in the pear tree in this damn movie as far as Easter eggs go. Otherwise, they will have wasted all that energy. You don't need no angry blue ball geek on the internet. No, be all in the Twitter sphere. Said, don't mention that mummy movie. Why not? Why not mention the mummy movie? Y'all didn't mention it when we were talking about episode 4 of Moon Knight. Everybody mentioned mummy movies, but they didn't mention that one at all. Like, come on, man. Y'all forgetting one, right? There's one you're forgetting. You named everything else. You even went back to Raiders of the Lost Ark, but you jumped over Tom Cruise, the mummy? What the fuck? Excuse me. Yeah, Obi-Wan is at the end of the month. I misspoke. Myth twist. I misspoke. Obi-Wan, end of the month, 26th, 27th, or something like that. That's what the multiverse is for. Crossover, reset potential. Woo, Doctor Strange 2 tickets selling fast. Y'all can't see this. My favorite theater, the Cerrito, got a sign on it saying Doctor Strange 2 tickets selling fast. Good. I like to see that. That's my favorite theater. They selling out of Doctor Strange tickets. Awesome. On a Tuesday. I definitely need to go through there and talk to them now. See if I can get a midnight showing. They're going to make their money this week on that movie. Good. Good. My local theater, I know the managers. I know them folks. They've been cool and fucking with me for years. So, yes. They make a shitload of money. Hopefully we can make a shitload of money. Tell them to direct everybody down the street and get your comic books. Let's see. They basically said the Illuminati and how they're going to bring the X-Men into it and what other multiverse. You don't even need a lot of lead into how the X-Men are going to show up. It's a multiversal problem. People are spilling over from different multiverses. One of those multiverses has X-Men in it. That's it. That's it. All you needed was the multiverse to be there. And an explainer for how they can come over. The motherfucking multiverse is wrecked right now. Bunch of doors open. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Shout out to Bill Murray. Right? That's all you need. Doors is cracked open. Shit is fucked up. Thanks, Doctor Strange. And in one of those universes, there are these humans called mutants. And these mutants have a team, and one bald guy in a hovering chair has bound them together and called them his X-Men. And there you go. Bingo blammo. X-Men. Just the same way Vulture and everybody else just kind of, got sucked over into one universe or another. Well, that's what you got now. Same deal. Different characters, same deal. And I'm fine with that too. Don't need all of them. Know who everybody's looking for. They just want Wolverine to show up. Wolverine and Deadpool is about the X-Men franchise right now. So as long as either one of those two characters show up in the MCU, motherfuckers will be happy. They don't fuck about Psylocke, Scott, and Jean, and everybody. You know, they don't necessarily care about that shit. I would, because I want to see new Mama. Damn, I'm forgetting her name. Chick that played Psylocke the last time. I want to see her come back and play Psylocke again. I do. She looked like Psylocke. What are they doing to this street? Yeah, she just had a baby, and she's married to fucking John Mulaney. Damn, I keep forgetting this chick name. She's right on the tip of my tongue. She's kind of cute to me. I mean, why the fuck not? Psylocke should be hot. And Asian, or British. Asian, preferably. Yeah, Olivia Munn. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all see me having senior moments. Help an old man out. That old man out. Throw that old man a bone. He needs some help. But yeah, I like to see Olivia Munn come back as Psylocke. They can rehire all those people. Olivia Munn is a decent enough actor, or just personality-wise. She probably ain't asking a shitload of money to come back and play Psylocke again. Get her ass for nothing. She'd be happy to just be back acting and shit. She just had a baby too. Hey, she ain't gonna give a fuck. Bitch got started her career eating hot dogs off a string on G4. Come on, she ain't winning no Oscar. Let's get over this shit. All right, let's see. To me, my X-Men, beastly nerd. They throw that shit in the movie. They'll have an eruption on their hands. They throw that shit in the movie. You got Patrick Stewart in the movie on the Illuminati, and he yell out, "To me, my X-Men." Oh shit, motherfuckers will lose their mind. Aquateki Rose needs to take out Captain Marvel. Yeah. And I misspoke, Aquateki. That's the only other X-Men people actually want to see show up. That's the only other one. Wolverine and Deadpool show up in the MCU. Awesome. You got your X-Men franchise right there. But everybody really wants to see, every hardcore geek, to me, really wants to see Rogue show up. And I'll just say this for the coalition of comatose Carol Danvers supporters. I don't give a fuck who play Rogue. I really don't. I just need to show up in this shit and put the touch on Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. Brie Larson. I need Brie Larson character comatose for a while. For a good long while. We got Tiana Parrish. We good. Yeah, Miss Twist. It was Olivia Munn. I was just missing her name for some reason. I don't know. I kept thinking about gifts of her sucking dick or something like that, which is out there. What up, AB? Hey, Bizzle to the meaty Izzle. I ain't seen him in a minute. What up, Dub C? What's good, Dub? May the fourth be with you too, and also with you. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, Revenge of the Fifth is coming too. Yeah, I'll be out there. Red lightsaber lit. People saying Storm is going to be in Black Panther 2, but I don't know. I would buy Storm in the Black Panther 2, but I want that chick that played her last to play Storm again. I was warming up to her. I liked her. She had a good look. She got a nice shaped head too, strangely enough. So I want to see her get another chance to play that character, because she didn't get much. She didn't get much time. And I think for Storm, while everybody thinks you need a big known actor to play that role, you don't. You need a young actor who can develop the role, and people could actually get behind that character. That works better. No, AB, Rogue doesn't need to fly. Initially, Rogue never flew. Rogue didn't fly. Rogue just stole powers. You know when Rogue finally flied, or gained the ability to fly? When she grabbed Carol Danvers' ass. That's how she got the ability to fly. She took permanently Carol Danvers' power set.
permanent. That was it. Before then, Rogue never flew. She couldn't fly, none of that shit. But when she put the grab on Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, oh yeah, that shit took. That shit took. And that's the version of Rogue everybody loves. So yeah, she can fly after she grabbed that bitch. Yeah, after she comatose, yeah, she can fly all day after that. Akuteki said Rogue has the touch. Yeah, Rogue has the yeah. How? Yeah, she got that touch. Put these hands on you. Don't let the Rogue put them hands on you. And I'm serious. I don't give a fuck who plays Rogue. I really don't. They can get some transgender person to play Rogue. I don't give a fuck. I just need Brie Larson getting grabbed, and that's all I need. That's all you need to do for me. Make sure Brie Larson goes into a coma. And now we have a new Rogue. We can recast that motherfucker in the next movie. It don't matter. The one from Apocalypse, yeah, the one from this last movie, Myth Twist. That chick for Storm. BC Nurse and my girl's a fan of Rogue. Yeah, I like Rogue. I like Rogue. Rogue, I found out about Rogue from the X-Men cartoon because I wasn't reading the comic book at that point. And then once I started reading the comic, I really like Rogue. Rogue is a really interesting, at least how Jim Lee and everybody was drawing her. Rogue is a real interesting take on a Southern belle with that sexy charm, but you can't touch her. And just power, just powerful, right? Rogue was kind of sexy. She was. But it was not overly played like that. And she was scrap. She was scrap with motherfuckers. She was ready to go. I'm like, I like that. Pretty girl that can jump into a fight. And she was strong as shit. I mean, anytime you trade hands with the damn juggernaut, you got some balls and a half, honey. You do, Southern Belle or not. Shit, it's like, look, she can fight with the juggernaut and make you a peach cobbler. Like, goddamn, that sounds like heaven to somebody. And I like the costume choice. That green and yellow, that worked. Green, yellow, and brown, that's better. It's a better costume. I like that. So yeah, I like Rogue too. Rogue is an interesting character because my favorite version of Rogue still goes back to the Extreme X-Men, where she had access to everybody's powers all at the same time. Everybody that she had touched, she had access to those powers all at the same time. So in the Extreme X-Men, where you had Salvador LaRocca doing the art and stuff like that, she went around wearing red glasses. She's flying, shooting eye beams, freezing motherfuckers solid and stuff. Like, nigga, that's what that should look like. Now it came back for a little while when they before Hickman shit, it came back for a while in the form that Rogue could just do anybody she had ever touched, she could do their powers. Right? It was like having a memory of those things. I'm like, yeah, that's how that shit should work. I mean, you want to story-wise, you want to fail safe in the character to where it only lasts for so long and it goes away. And then you get back to her base power set, right? But if you just want to show how OP this character could be, let them be able to access anybody that they've ever touched. And that power set is like stored in their body. You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a whole fucking problem. Because she's touched a bunch of fucking people with powers. I think she's even touched a Phoenix. Fuck around if you want to. Rogue would be that gambit that fuck you up. Okay. So yeah, I like Rogue. I always like Rogue. Rogue will be in Marvels. Nah, I don't think they need Rogue in Marvels. Marvels is going ensemble on their ass, which Brie Larson hates. She don't like sharing the screen with people, but I don't know why not. You're a shitty fucking actor. You should be sharing the screen with some people. You ain't got elevated. I don't know what off of pussy farts or something. I don't know, but I really need you to go now. I need you to lead the MCU and say goodbye to Star Wars while you at it. For me. So if Rogue is in Marvels, that'd be all right. They can start, seasoning some X-Men characters in these movies after Doctor Strange. They can do it. They can do it really easily. They already seeding these movies with Young Avengers all over the fucking place. So if you want to throw X-Men in there too, like, okay, if you want to, you got enough on your plate, but okay, let's see how it rolls. Uh, yeah, that'll be their way of getting that chick out of the MCU. That's the only way. That's probably why the movie getting delayed. She finally read the script and it said that her ass was gonna be comatose and she got a problem with that. Let me find out that that's what happened. Let me find out that that's what happened. She finally got a script and read the script and found out that her character was gonna be comatose by the end of Marvels, and she didn't like that shit. Fuck you, Brie Larson. Leave. That new lady was a good look. Yeah, Aquatech. She was a good looking Storm. That's a good looking chick. Look, I buy her as Storm. She ain't got to have all the presence of Storm right up front, but if you build it over, 3 movies, you can have her get to that point where people respect Storm. You can. She gets some room to play. Shit, if you really want to make me happy, get that chick from Moon Knight, Saffron. Get Saffron Hockley to play Storm. I'd buy that. I'd buy that for more than $1. Hell yes. Please. She got an accent and shit too? You ain't got to cut her hair. Let her have that shit long. I don't know if she want to dye it white, but, wigs are a thing in this world. Yeah. I think it'd be cool if she was the main antagonist. Rogue couldn't be the main antagonist in Marvels because Marvels is more about the Skrull stuff. It's all about the Skrull and them trying to play up that Secret Invasion shit. It has to be the jump off for the Nick Fury Secret Invasion show. So Rogue would not be the main character. Rogue is not, as much as I like Rogue, she's not an interesting enough character backstory wise to make her the whole focus. She's not a threat like that. I mean, even in the comic, her taking Carol Danvers' powers is just because Mystique was using her to do that shit. So basically, she was just backing up Mystique. She wasn't the main course. She's a side dish. I think she did touch the Phoenix before, AB. I think she's touched the Phoenix before. Trying to take off those powers. That's like her go-to thing. Grab people, maybe I can knock them out for a hot minute. Not everybody. AB, Bree, Amber Heard, Jada Pinkett Smith. Y'all bitches need to get off the stage. Get off the motherfucking stage, please. No? Somebody call Sandman. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Or Nino Brown. Cancel these chicks. Yeah, they need to go. I need a proper Rogue, Gambit, Jubilee, and my Bishop. Beasley, you and me both. I don't think they know. And the last chick that they had for Jubilee, she was kind of cute. She'd have worked as a Jubilee for me. But story-wise, they don't know how many geeks they would make happy if they gave Jubilee some fucking prominence. This is one of the missing things from people when they talk about X-Men 92 and how awesome that cartoon was and all the rest of that shit, right? You made Jubilee a staple in a lot of kids' lives. And a lot of kids fell into that show liking Jubilee outside of reading the comics. Jubilee is one of those underrated ass heroes because they don't know how to write her powers worth of fuck half the time. Right? So if you wanted to see a groundswell, put Jubilee to some prominence. Bring her up. Start developing that fucking character. That'll be your fucking Deadpool. In an X-Men sense. Because Deadpool don't got the resurgence or not the resurgence, but he's not as popular as he is because the character sucked forever. It's because people love that character, and he wasn't getting no due. He was seen as like a third tier fucking Wolverine. So what did you get? You got people able to do stuff with him and take chances with the character and have some fun with it. Turned him into what he is now. Makes it fun. Jubilee could probably be the same thing. You catch the Asian market, you catch the American Asian market, you catch the female market, and you catch those millennials who grew up on X-Men 92. You throw a Wolverine in the movie and have her and Wolverine actually have a connection and a friendship, you hit all those comic book fans too. Because I tell you how far back I go. I remember when the first X-Men cartoon was out, they didn't even use Kitty Pryde. They used Shadowcat. That's who they used. I mean, not Kitty Pryde, but it was it wasn't Kitty Pryde. It was somebody else. Jenny something or other, and she was phasing through shit when she got to meet the X-Men. So when they went back and did the X-Men 92, they followed somewhat the same formula. They just inputted new characters from the comics, and Jubilee was that character now. Why the fuck not? Dude, you just don't know how many guys and girls would love to see Jubilee get some prominence. But they don't test for that shit. They only test for the big ones. They have the same blindness that Warner Brothers has with their characters. It just got to be Superman and Batman. It just has to be Superman and Batman. That's why they couldn't explain a Wonder Woman first movie or Aquaman's first movie. Oh, how's Aquaman? He just talks to fish. No, bitch. Talking to fish is the other thing that he does. Beyond that, that motherfucker will scrap. He's like strong like Superman. Breathe underwater. Lift so many tons. Can't be damaged by gunfire and shit like that. It just bounce off his skin. Oh, and he can telepathically talk to fish, which I don't know. If you lived underwater, it'd be useful to be able to telepathically talk to anything because you're not using your fucking vocal cords. Just saying, it makes sense. It's not stupid. Yeah, AB, I love Kitty as a character. Kitty is fun as fuck and dangerous. You read the comic book, Kitty Pryde ain't nobody to fuck with. Kitty Pryde will kill you. Jewish or not, you can get fucked up fucking with Kitty Pryde. You will get messed up messing with Kitty Pryde. And Lord, God forbid you hurt Kitty Pryde. Oh my God, dude. To me, my X-Men, they will come for your ass for fucking with Kitty Pryde. They will come for your ass fucking with Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde get hurt, every X team gonna come to beat your ass. Cause Kitty got love. Kitty got love, dude. You just don't know. You will get murdered. You will get murdered. Probably by Xavier. Shit. Having you thinking your head is up a whale's asshole forever and you like the taste. Like shit. Beast like, especially Colossus. Dude, look, you don't want the Cossack coming for you. You don't want, look, especially Colossus and Wolverine, nigga, you gonna die. You are going to die. That is not going to be a long life after that, dude. Your shit could be timed with an egg timer. No, it's over. Kitty hurt? Forget that shit. You might as well start, writing out your will. Let's see. Is there really space in the MCU to have full-blown X-Men, though? In their own cinematic universe, it can work, but In a shared universe, there's way too much characters. I think even way too many. Here's the thing about that, Miss Twist, and that's a good point that you bring up. Because one of the things that you keep hearing circulating right now with people is superhero fatigue, right? Where they don't want to see a bunch of superhero movies, right? That every movie is now a superhero movie. And one of the problems with comics and doing movies like comics is the intercontinuity. Intercontinuity can bog people down because they don't want to remember all this. You have to remember at base, people are fucking lazy. That's why they're easy. It's easier for people to believe a lie than it is the truth because a lie doesn't take any work for you. It doesn't. A lie takes no work. It provides you all the answers and everything. You don't have to do shit. You just have to say, well, yes, that was it. I do believe Johnny Depp was an abuser. You don't have to do any thought. And your brain looks for the easiest path to do no fucking thinking. It has a lot of other stuff to do with your body, like, respiration, perspiration, all the rest of that stuff. So the fatigue is a real thing, but I think it's not to the problem to the extent that people think it's going to be, for the simple fact that Hollywood has no fucking ideas. If you did, you wouldn't have started trolling comic books in the first place. You wouldn't have. Now, it'd be totally ridiculous for me to think that Marvel is going to put out anything but a superhero movie. It'd be stupid. Marvel is in the business of making superhero fucking characters and making comic books and superhero movies. What the hell you gonna get from them? That's just what it is. It don't matter how big the does. The quality is what matters. That's why DC is having to go, or excuse me, Warner Brothers is having to go through and retool their whole fucking machine because the quality matters. People want these big universes. A person like me, what's my main gripe about the Star Wars universe when Disney took it over? That they threw away that whole big universe of all those characters. That's my main fucking gripe with Disney having Star Wars. They threw it all out. Well, thanks to John and Dave, a lot of it is coming back. But now I'm having some issues because they just mixing it and molding it into some of this Disney shit. And it ain't going nowhere forward yet. But the idea of having a bigger universe of characters where they can cross over and stuff like that, that's what I love. Personally, I love that shit. That's what I love. That's what I loved about the Star Wars universe. That's what I loved about the Marvel universe. It's so many fucking characters. You can have characters showing up all over the place. Take this. I was listening to Comics Explained yesterday, listening to Rob. And I was listening to Rob's playlist on Doomsday Clock, right? The pure joy that you hear in that guy's voice talking about reading a comic where all these older characters are showing back up that you hadn't seen in like forever. Johnny Thunder, the original JSA and stuff. Look, they went to the cell. Look, Alan Scott is here. That is what being a geek and loving comics is to me. That's what having a whole shared universe is about to me. That they can be telling you a story and all of a sudden somebody walks in, you're like, oh shit, that's so-and-so. It's like seeing an old friend. So for me, I don't give a fuck how big the universe gets. It's not crowded to me at all. It just means it's more stuff to watch. It's more rides at the carnival. Thank you. I didn't want to just ride the roundup and the little swings and shit. Fuck all that. I don't know. Where's the excitement? Where's the zipper? Where's the gravitron? I need some big ticket e-ticket items. Well, that's what you get when you put more of that stuff in there. Because comics function in a way you don't need big ass crossovers to have the characters interact with each other. You don't. They just have to show up. That's what's beautiful about Marvel characters being in the real world of New York, because they can run into each other all the time. What difference would it make at all to have Daredevil and Spider-Man swing through a scene? Or have him walk up on somebody that's just been webbed up, left with a message, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Like, God damn it, I wish he'd stop doing this. I wish he'd really clean this shit up when he's done. Geek-wise, you would laugh your ass off. Regular people are like, oh, that's supposed to be that Spider-Man? Yeah, mouth breather. It's Spider-Man. You know, that's the fun of it. That's the fun of comic books in those universes. Movie-wise, it's going to take forever to get it that damn big. But because of that, you can have something like an Endgame again. It's possible. Because I can tell you, like most people, I saw Endgame, I thought that was it. Like, they can't, where else you gonna go from here? This is like the biggest geekgasm I've ever had, dude. I am spent. My legs are jelly. I feel dehydrated. I have nothing left. What can you do after this? How can you top this? I don't think you can top this. This is the best. This is the best we're gonna ever do. We might as well just shut it down. Hit the lights. No, but the possibility is there to have something bigger than that with bringing in the X-Men characters, getting the Fantastic Four back, letting them run a couple of movies under that brand and introduce some more characters so you can get something like a Secret Wars where Doctor Doom takes it all over and everybody is thrown into the same mix. That'd be awesome. That would be some awesome shit. That would probably trump a Endgame for me. It would. If I could see God King Doom on screen, that white cape and shit like that, him and Reed fighting, him atomizing Doctor Strange because he got pissed off. Shit. Black Panther showing up with the Infinity Gauntlet on, leading the army of the dead on screen. Dude, that shit was awesome in a comic book with no sound effects. You gonna put that on screen? Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, that'd be awesome for me. So no, I don't think it's too crowded. I just want him to do it right. And I want to live long enough to see it done correctly. That's it. I like to see DC make it a real competition, get they house in order and start rolling out some of these other characters themselves. That's why I'm looking forward to a Black Adam movie. You know why? Because it's starring a Black and Samoan dude in the lead role. And he's powerful. And not Superman. And he's more of an anti-hero than a hero. So we can take a journey down to Kahndaq and see what's cracking with Black Adam. I want to know. I really do. I really want to see that shit. I want to see him atomizing some folks. And I'll pay for him to have a fight with Henry Cavill Superman. I would. I'd pay for that. I'd show up for it. And give him a rock bottom and everything. I wouldn't give a fuck. Because I want it to be some legit competition. Two functioning universes of superhero properties. And if Disney can get the Star Wars shit in line, then I can die a happy geek. It'll be good. Y'all enjoy it. This is fun. Then that'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. So to Myth Twist point, no, it's not too crowded. It ain't crowded enough. If Hollywood don't like that shit, well, you know what Hollywood can do? They can get their ass on writing some decent fucking scripts and stop worrying about everybody else's goddamn agenda and start getting on the agenda of telling good fucking stories and making decent movies. And then your movie game could compete with your superhero game. Because apparently all the good stories are coming out of the superheroes in comic books. Past tense comic books. What's your problem? You got whole script writers, guilds and shit. You mean everybody in the guild only can turn out the same piece of shit? Then your guild need to go under some work. Y'all need to get new management. Shit, nah, too trip. Kitty is every X-Men's little sister. That's what that is. She's not their daughter. She their little sister. And you don't fuck with nobody, little sister. I don't care if she a bitch. You don't fuck with nobody, little sister. You're gonna get fucked up for that. That's who she is. She's everybody's little sister. Nothing else, X-Men. Yeah, X-Men can always make a cameo. That's what X-Men is good for, dude. X-Men are so iconic looking that they can just show up without doing shit and you know exactly who it is. It is. Yeah, Beastly. Yeah, fuck with Kitty if you want to. Colossus and Wolverine, you're going to get that fastball special. You're going to get that fastball special, nigga, with heat. With heat on it. Aquateki said, post Skywalker, Star Wars needs to happen for the franchise for it to survive. It does. It really does. Aquateki. I'm excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm excited about some of the other shows that's coming. If we can actually get fucking Patty Jenkins back and get this rogue squadron shit, I'd be happy for that. But we're gonna have to see with some of this other stuff. I don't ever want to see the Acolyte necessarily, but they're gonna let that bitch play out her contract and keep doing the goofy shit she's doing. Well, it's just gonna be what it is. Chapek is going to retire or not retire. He's going to step down, and that's problematic because if he does not get that bitch out the building before he leaves, I'll be looking for you, Chapek, and I will be looking for you with a baseball bat to break your fucking leg. What is your problem? She needs to go before he leaves. She has to go. And I'm not talking a couple months. She needs to be gone at least a year and a half before you step down, Chapek. Fucking serious. She needs to be way out the door before you ever think of stepping down. And I don't give a fuck what kind of flack you getting for whatever the fuck hell else. Galactic Cruiser, I was never going to that shit anyway. So don't matter to me. Ticket prices, I'm not showing up to Disney every week, every year. So it don't matter. I care about these goddamn movies and stuff. And the franchise universes that you've bought. If you leave that bitch there in charge of that shit, you're going to get fucked up. I'm not figuratively, put it that way. Allegedly, figuratively. Allegedly, you're going to get fucked up. It will come. It will come. By my hand or something, it will come. She needs to be gone a year and a half before you step down. And that's I'm telling you that shit. So because of that, the Star Wars stuff still look precarious to me in some things. They got some good stuff coming up, but it still looks precarious. It's like this shit can go either way. This shit can go really either way. I'm all excited about Obi-Wan right now. If Obi-Wan comes out and doesn't do good, if Mandalorian season 3 comes out and then y'all start actually getting abreast of all this goofy shit going on with Pedro Pascal's all of a sudden want to be an asshole self, is like, nigga, put on your bucket and shut up. Put on your helmet and shut the fuck up. I don't need to see you the whole time. That's the main gripe I have about the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I like Tamora Morrison, but I don't want to see his goddamn face the whole time. Put your helmet on, Fett. The fuck? Nigga, you carried the helmet more than you had it on your head. That ruined the show. Because every time I got to see you fucking smiling. I know what he looked like. We seen the Clone Wars. Put your fucking helmet on. I am Boba Fett. I couldn't tell. Didn't recognize you with your helmet off, fucker. But that's the thing. It's They can do some goofy shit. They can do some goofy shit and fuck it up completely. But the bright spot is Mandalorian. And no matter what else happens, Mandalorian has to follow Mandalorian season 2. Not Book of Boba Fett, not Obi-Wan Kenobi, none of that shit. It has to follow season 2. So whatever happened in season 3, it got to be better than what happened in season 2. So that's just what it is. All this goofy shit behind the scenes now. Got Gina back. You got Pedro acting up. Now he don't like Gina. Kathleen Kennedy don't like Gina, so they getting some issues. It's like, how many years do we got to go on with this shit? Like, for real. Come on, man. Just get my Star Wars shit straight. It shouldn't be hard. You got fucking George Lucas right there. The dude who made the shit. Fuck. I got to get off that. Y'all making me upset talking about Star Wars. Y'all got me upset talking about Star Wars. All I keep thinking is fucking KK goofy ass. And it's like, oh, that bitch getting my blood up. She's making my anger rise. I think my eyes gonna start turning red. Miss Twist says, I think for us who already loved it, it'll be fine. We already enjoy it and want that expansion. But casual people already say it's hard to follow. They'd have to make sure they do it properly. Casual people don't follow shit anyway. Your casual people is your casual movie audience. And you know who that audience primarily is? You study in the demographics in the United States, that's predominantly Latinos. They don't give a fuck what's happening in the story necessarily. Not a lot of them. They don't. They just want to show up and enjoy the movie with the family. So as long as you're putting content out there like that for them to go show up to with their kids and their wife and watch the shit, they're going to be there watching it, following it or not. Doesn't actually matter. The ones who actually read the comic books and stuff like that, it'll matter. And that's why it has to be good content. They there anyway. They going to show up. I'm going to show up. Even to a shitty comic book movie, I'm probably in it watching it. That's how I know it's shitty. I'm going to be there. You're going to get your money out of me just for seeing it one time. Whether you get me to come back to watch it again is totally on what you put up there. They're kind of the same way. Casual audience is going to always be looking for something to watch, especially after the pandemic, on a Friday night and a Saturday night at the movies. They're going to be looking for something to watch. Now, you can either serve them content or you can serve them excuses. It's your choice. Yeah, God Emperor Doom does need to happen. It does. I need that white cape, the man in the iron mask with the white suit on and shit like that. I need that. Look, I believe they could actually, with Marvel, I believe they could actually do a decent God Emperor Doom costume because that Mr. Knight costume is killing it for me. That shit looks awesome. And if you looked at it in a comic book, it's just like they didn't paint anything. He just drew it and they just left the page white. But on the show, that shit look awesome. Mask and everything. I'm like, that is working. That is actually working. That leads me to believe that the MCU could pull off a decent God Emperor Doom white costume and just have Doom sitting on the world tree in that costume. And I'd be like, oh, damn it, Kevin. I'm not gay, but you can get the Marvel's Ultimate Alliance movie, Beasley. That's what this shit is. You know the MCU is just the Ultimate Universe, right? That's why Nick Fury is black. That's all it was. That's all it was. Exactly, Aqua Teddy. Rock bottom. He could give him the People's Kondak elbow. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. I'd actually pay I'd pay some IMAX money to see him do that shit. Give somebody the fucking rock bottom as Black Adam. That'd be awesome. I'd accept that from The Rock. I would. I'd accept that from The Rock. I'd give it a complete pass. Don't matter. Because look, I just watched No Way Home and watched who's supposed to be Willem Dafoe fucking suplex slam Spider-Man through 2 floors of a building. Nigga. I watched Wesley Snipes' Blade pick somebody up in the stand and suplex and drop their ass. Look, I'm good with seeing some of my WWE. If you want to do that, give them a Crossroads or some shit. I don't care. Throw it in there. Might as well. Shit. The evolution of a fight scene is the evolution of a fight scene. I want to know who would be the big bad for this phase universe like Thanos was for the last one. Big bad for this phase is Kang. Big bad for this phase is Kang. And there's more of the big bad for phase 5, not phase 4. Phase 4 is rebuilding year. That's why you're seeing all these shows and stuff like that are just dropping a bunch of new characters in there. Are you? This is the rebuilding year. This is how you rebuild the universe and repopulate the universe with newer characters. So when you get up to an Avengers 5, that'll happen in phase 5, and you have your Fantastic Fours and your X-Men characters possibly showing up, then you can go towards this Kang thing with Young Avengers characters and shit like that. But you got to rebuild before you go on to the next big thing. You can't just jump right into it. Excuse me. And to Aquatechi's point, yes, story first, motherfucker, story first. Myth Twist says it's probably Galactus, especially Fantastic Four coming in. No, I wouldn't say Galactus because there is no stakes majorly for Galactus right now. How would you have Galactus being the big bad when you just introduced the Celestials? Don't. You don't. You just introduced the Celestials in the Eternals movie. You know the Eternals getting 3 movies, right? And at the end of the Eternals movie, Esam showed up and had issue with these motherfuckers and what they did to his project and his homeboy in the planet, and pieced their ass out to go have a talk. So Eternals #2 is going to be some serious shit happening. I think that would be more of a ongoing problem rather than something that was just self-contained in Eternals movies. That's a bigger problem before you start getting to Fantastic Four and Galactus. Galactus is a big problem for the Fantastic Four. They ain't here yet, and they ain't established yet. So I don't see the big bad being Galactus. No, I don't see that. Imagine they bring Galactus into MCU somehow. The Galactus, yeah, whatever. Superheroes are the equivalent of the Greek and Roman gods of our modern time. We just gave them new names and clothes. In some cases, we don't bother to change the names. Yeah, exactly it. You'll see that in Thor: Love and Thunder. That's all it is. This is our mythology of the current time. So it's never. I don't think it's going to go away in any sense. It'll just keep growing. Like the universe expanding. It can only keep growing until it cools off. And people get into watching something else, which I don't know what it is because I don't see people picking up more books. I'm just trying to rule with respect. They should have. I'm catching up, you guys. I'm catching up. They should have gave us Kip Duran and Koran Horn in the last Star Wars games. I think Koran and Kip are showing up in the new Star Wars stuff that John and Dave is doing. They're pulling a lot of those Legends characters back in. So Legends is not gone forever. They're showing up. But they're using the Mandalorian and Luke Skywalker to pull all these characters in. That's how they're doing it. And rewriting Rey in the process so they can bring some of these characters in a Disney version of it. Because they can't bring them back fully the way they were. It has to be tied to Disney now. a problem, but it's happening. Yeah, Akuteki Boba needs his head on and disintegrate some people. Yeah, that motherfucker didn't disintegrate a soul. I got more disintegrations out the Mandalorian, and that would have me hyped. And it was just little Jawas and shit, but they was stealing parts off his ship. Fuck them. They earned that disintegration. Mm, no, you mean the video games? I could do another Ultimate Alliance video game. I like that shit. I did. I could do another X-Men Legends, but it's the same play style, so it'd be all right. First and third games. Doom. Doom. Gang is the villain. Father Time of the Nexus makes a cameo. Yeah. Yes. Father Time, Kang is going to be the villain. Only in phase 4, took 3 phases to get to that. Time we phase 4 and maybe 5. Galactus will be a good fit since they'd have had a whole phase for Fantastic Four. 3 phases took 10 years. 3 phases took 10 years. You're in phase 4 now. Next phase is going to be when they bring in the X-Men and stuff like that. That's phase 5. That would mean you wouldn't get a Galactus until phase 6 or something like that. If you just want to say it's 10 years away. So 2032, we'll revisit the conversation about Galactus. Yeah, Arya, that's why. Because they've already introduced him. And they already showed you a version of him, He Who Remains, who was killed, who warned of Kang coming when he was killed. So Kang is coming. And you know Quantumania is coming next year, not this year, next year. And Quantumanium is Kang showing up. I don't see him getting pushed to the side so they can just start running with Galactus all of a sudden. And the Fantastic Four ain't even showed up. No. I never said Galactus was going to be phase 4. And yes, it's way too fucking early. I don't think he's going to be phase 5. That's why I don't see him as being the big bad. In the MCU sense, you need somebody who would unite everybody, right? All the heroes, that they all have to come together to take on. Galactus is one of those things, but even in the comic books, it only takes 4 people to beat Galactus, and basically it only takes 1 out of them 4 to do it, which is Reed Richards, right? So I don't see them having a big superhero fight to fight fucking Galactus when all it takes is Reed Richards talking to fucking Galactus to beat Galactus. Don't see him being the big bad. Now, if you was gonna say, "Oh shit, they're gonna bring the Annihilation Wave in and Annihilus," I could see everybody needing to posse up for that. I could, because traditionally he's had stories where he's taking on everybody. You don't see Galactus going up against the X-Men too often. It's something that the Fantastic Four handles and can handle themselves. Just saying. Yeah, it's exciting for me too to watch it, Arya. I like seeing it unfold. Listen to the Star Wars audio book. Oh, to Triv, you into some good shit. Listening to the Uzan Vong series. Yeah, that'll get you. And right after you finish that Uzan Vong series, listen to that Legacy of the Force series. What happens in the Uzan Vong series is played out The aftermath of that is played out in the Legacy of the Force series and the Fate of the Jedi series that I love. And you find out what happens with Jason Solo, because everything that happened with Jason Solo happened in that Uzon Vong series, and sets him up for how he ends up moving forward in that Fate of the Jedi series. That Uzon Vong shit has long repercussions. Long repercussions. Beyonders or the Builders? Truthfully, I don't even give a fuck about seeing the Beyonders at all. I know we need to introduce the Beyonders so you understand what it means if Doom killed one of them and took his power. But I don't really care about the Beyonders like that. I really don't. The Builders, yes. Builders would be interesting. Beyonder himself, not really. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. What up, no one? Package man. Yeah, the Beyonder. Look, man. Beyonder is like Adam Warlock to me. This is another one of these Messiah complex white boys, right? I'm not that damn interested in these characters. Adam Warlock is cool because he's yes, he's really powerful and he's a perfect man and all the rest of that bullshit. You know when Adam Warlock was really interesting to me? When the motherfucker split himself in two and got the Magus and the goddess and shit like that. And then he was kind of a soulless fucking thing. Yeah, that was interesting. That was more interesting. And the Magus was more fun. But just he's all powerful and can open any fucking way, dude. Anyway. Beyonder, the power, all the power of a god, but the mind of a damn near like a fucking child, where he's just experimenting and trying to learn shit. I don't want to see that shit. Fuck you. No, I'd be all apt for you getting killed, so I could have Doom take your powers. But I know to get Doom having your powers, we got to introduce you and show how powerful you are. So I'll rock with that for a movie, not three, but a movie. I rock with that for a movie, but then I want the character done with. I'm not interested in the Beyonder like that. Doom having the Beyonder's power was a lot more interesting to me than damn Beyonder. Exactly. Now you get it, Myth Twist. I need them to show up to get killed. And after that, we don't have to talk about them ever again. Notice the Beyonder has never come up in any of my MCU conversations and predictions because I don't give a shit. I'm not interested. I'd be more interested seeing the Cosmic Cube come to life than a fucking Beyonder. I don't care like that. It's unimportant. Unimportant to me. But that's just me. Yeah, it needs to be there to get killed. Just like Rogue. You need to show up to kill, well, to comatose this other character. That's all I need Rogue for. That's it. Just to show up to comatose Carol Danvers. Get Brie Larson off the screen. And after that, I'm good. You can go away. Thank you. Check with the waitress on your way out. Get your check. Anyway, shop is closed already. I'm here and I've been sitting in the car for a minute talking to you guys. I need to get into the shop, get this man's book he ordered mailed off since he's in the chat. No one. Get your book mailed off and get these new books checked in and get my ass home at a decent hour so I can get some sleep, because I went through the whole day feeling like I never woke up until about 3 o'clock. And now I know time is burning, daylight is burning, and I'm gonna have to go back to sleep. And it's like I just felt like I woke up. So I'm good talking with you guys. Hold on. What did Two Trips say? Two Trips said, I read both Legacy of the Force and Fate of the Jedi. I'm pissed they stopped without finishing what happens with Janaya Solo and Alana Solo Kai. That's because they got bought. Two Triv. That's why. During Fate of the Jedi, or excuse me, Legacy of the Force, that's when Disney started acquiring their asses. That was the last story they were doing. So when you get Darth Vader showing up, that's Disney was buying that shit out. That's why they was buying that shit so quick, right? Once they finished Legacy of the Force, they did some other books, but it was kind of disconnected shit, right? I think they did some 501st. They did some zombie shit. Nothing that was really connected to anything outside of the Clone Wars shit, right? Since then, they put out these High Republic books that I still have not read. I own one of these motherfuckers. I have not listened to that shit at all. Not, no fucking way. Kathleen is getting my time. No. So I'm wanting another series. They can get some of them artists back. What is it? Karen Travis, Aaron Alston. Look, get some of these dudes back in the bullpen after KK's gone and get me cranking some new stories, please. Stop wasting time writing stories to fix the fucking movies you put out. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to read that shit. The movie sucked. It is what it is. You don't need to write a bunch of stories to try to fix what the movie fucked up. No, I don't want to read the novelization of a piece of shit. Okay? Look, we fixed it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy you're walking away from the shit. I'm happy you're doing that. I don't want to relive it to see where, oh, we fixed this part. Oh, well, thank you for fixing that part. I don't care. Look, just start with the new stuff. Start with some new shit. Outside of the High Republic. Let that universe die too, get swallowed in a black hole or whatever the fuck. No. No. See, Trev? I was gonna end on a nice note, go out all happy. You mentioned that shit about them books and got me back to KK and the blood boiling again. Like that, dude, you think we used to fuck or something. That bitch get my blood boiling like she took me to child support court or something, like sold my child or something. Like, woo, she get under my skin. I don't even know her personally. She get under my goddamn skin. Just, oh, the audacity of that bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna have to eat my cashews to get the taste of this hatred out my mouth. But yeah, to Triv, you good there. Yeah, you gotta go back. Read the Killick saga. Read the Killick saga. What is it? The Darkness? The Darkness stuff? Yeah, just start going through the timeline and reading a bunch of shit. Some good stuff in there. Shit, read that Mace Windu book. Listen to the Mace Windu book. Shatterpoint. Yeah, listen, read the Mace book and the Palpatine one. No, well, you ain't shit. KK got me in the rears. Nah, KK and took this government's money and now they getting it out my ass. She got me in the rears. You're not shit for that, no one. You're not shit for that. That is wrong. Look, dude, I'm laughing, but that shit hurt. That's a hurtful place. I know what that's like. Oh shit, this bitch got me. You know, keep taking my check. I'm gonna get $1 back and a Twinkie. Like this bitch right here. And it ain't even my child. It ain't my child. Oh shit, she got me in the wrist for another nigga baby. Oh shit, that's a good one. No one. Okay, touche for no one. No one gets the trophy today for the most ain't shit award. Goes to no one today. He had the good zinger. He had the good zinger in there. He got the good zinger, and I do love me some zingers. Ah, shit, that's funny as fuck, dude. That's so bad it's funny. You have to hate, but you don't use it. You don't know the power of the dark side. Yes, use your hate. It makes you strong. It gives you focus. Yeah, it does give me focus. Fuck that bitch. That's the focus. That's the focus. I want her ass gone. I'm putting all my hatred and my powers into force, and to somebody walking this bitch out the door. She's fired. She packed up her box. She got a box of stuff, and she out, right? Yeah, that's what I'm pouring it into. That's my focus. So thank you guys for coming through, listening to me ramble on about some geek stuff for a little bit. It's a big week for geekdom. Moon Knight tonight at midnight. Doctor Strange on Thursday, maybe Wednesday night at midnight if I talk to the people over here at this theater and see what's cracking. Since tickets is going fast, I might as well get me one. Free comic book day this Saturday. Go to your local comic shop, spend some money with them, and if you want, put some pictures. Put some pictures up. I got an Instagram. Y'all can hit my Instagram. Throw a picture up there. Tag me in that shit so I can see y'all having a good time and supporting your local comic shops. So I'll promote that as much as I can. As big of a megaphone as I might have, or as small of a megaphone I might have. It's not the size of your megaphone, it's how you use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and get these books checked in, get this man's book boxed up and ready to ship out so I can get him his stuff. I've been ArtisanMc. Appreciate you coming through. This has just been a little bit of Geek Speak. I will see you guys next time. Oh, you could hit the Cash App if you feel like it. I mean, I did a fucking hour and damn near 2 hours of bullshitting, but we'll see what happens. Talk to y'all next time. Peace. I saw, I'm confident, I'm bold. Yeah, I saw, I'm confident,